morning from me and Winston.
The dog's got a lot of energy.
What's up? What's up? Good morning.
I want to apologize for my dog.
Why?
Who kept me up all night.
It was quite cold out there. The bed was a bit rough on the grass.
Yeah, I guess I've set it all up for Craig.
Blind. What do you eat in the mornings?
A lot of eggs. I think I'll eat like 3 eggs. Don't tell my wife this because she's gonna be like, he eats way too many eggs. I think I eat like 3 eggs and then I'll go work out and then I'll come back and I'll eat like 7 or 8. And I'll have like a couple pieces of chocolate. Like I'll go through a flat of eggs in like 2 days. Go look at our fridge. We have 3 of these. Have to.
It's the secret.
So when did you start CrossFit?
I started CrossFit in 2013. I was working at Fort Leavenworth, which is like an army installation, and someone invited me. They were like, they knew I was still doing college football, so American football, and still had 1 more season left. And so I was training for football, so I was doing sprints and I was still lifting. But someone was like, "Hey, you should come to this thing called CrossFit," and I was like, "It sounds really weird. It's called CrossFit, right? That sounds awkward. It's a weird name." And I was like, "Okay, well, what is it?" They were like, "Well, it's really hard to explain." They were like, "Just show." Yeah, right. They didn't even try. And they were like, "Show up in the morning tomorrow at like 5." And I was like, 5 in the morning to try something new? And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." So I showed up.
So you've been doing CrossFit for 5 years?
I've been doing CrossFit for 5 years.
Look at this. Okay, so hamstring curls into waddle with your pants around your ankles, into struggle.
Yep, so you just try to get as far forward as I can, and then I'm just curling. And then you try to just keep your back flat. Yep. Is that too...
Interesting. Get out of my face! You're so close! Nobody needs to see that.
Why not?
Oh, now I've lost count.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to be soon. I need some boxes. Outstretch those arms. You gotta move them across.
I just want to drop
Let
it.
them see the fire lines.
So is this most mornings?
This is most mornings. Well, let me clarify. Most mornings I'm up earlier, but my dog kept me up all night long.
Yeah.
So
what
guys,
do you do?
you
What
guys
do you
beat me
usually
up.
do in the morning then? Just
So I get up, I'll make some breakfast, I'll come in here and hit some kind of rowing or monostructural intervals, and then we'll do a little bit lifting just to prime myself for the rest of the day. I like doing that. So that way, when I show up at the gym for the first time in the morning, it's not the first thing I've done.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Okay, cool. A little insight. I didn't know that.
and a random rig just in case.
And a random squat rig, just in case you needed it.
And a GHT.
And an old GHD.
Around the corner.
Yeah, this is a garage door. So this is where we park our lawnmower in the winter.
Do you have a garage on one side of your house, a garage on this side of your house, and a big garage over there that you have your gym in?
Jasmine is moving to Kansas.
Yeah.
Vincent, say hello. Tell everyone hello.
Winston's had his workout for the morning.
We nearly just lost him. Myself and Jazz thought we'd be responsible and let him out in the garden.
Who did?
I ended up chasing him.
Excuse me. Who did? Craig thought he'd be responsible and let him out in the garden.
Spot 2 of the day. This is where Jacob kind of comes and hangs out. Apparently he doesn't teach classes, he actually works for like a web development company, so he has a full-time job. Just no one knows. So you only just see him working out and do crazy workouts. But this is gym number 2, Cobra Command CrossFit.
This is a huge space. And the biggest flag I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like there's another bit as well.
Big. Very big.
This place is huge.
Main workout area. And turf floor, humongous rig. And then we've got offices, coach's offices, a yoga room, bathrooms and showers, kids room, more coach's offices. Then you know all these turds.
Yeah.
400-meter run and 15 box step overs to 70 pounds in each hand, or girls weight, I'm not sure, just ask Liv, she'll tell you. Okay? And then we're gonna clean, we're gonna do some drop jumps, we're gonna clean, do clean pulls, some single leg work, and then call it good.
Sick.
It's gonna be warm.
Back. Got capped.
Hold it.
3 rounds, 400-meter run. Didn't get back to the last round of box step overs. They did 50 in regionals. If I'd have finished that workout, it would have been 60. Damn it. Hey Jacob, what was your time?
12:24 or 12:20 something or 12:30 something.
I definitely Dan Bailey dribbled in that one.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Fun, horrible, painful stuff done.
Yeah, we're gonna, now that I just burnt my legs out, now we're gonna see how much I can clean. See if I can clean more than Craig.
Probably, we saw on the Brute Strength podcast recently, the show, clean 160. So I'm at least expecting 161.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow, you have such high expectations right now. Yeah, bull crap.
After the couple of workouts, I was like, I hope my legs work. Just about. How much does that weigh? That might be a PR power clean. That was 300.
No, don't do the working out thing.
300 pounds. Yeah, it's a PR power clean. My PR power clean's 132 and a half, and I just did 136 and a half.
After all of that leg work as well, and squats this morning.
Yeah. That's why Jacob was trying to tell me the weights. Don't tell me the weights, but just let me lift. In America, we always hit PRs. came into play there. On tired legs, I'm so happy with that. I nearly walked out of the room, but hey.
No.
It's a bit weird, but Jacob's just let the dog drive.
Are you driving? He's driving. He's got a Kansas driver's license.
It's in my bag.
Now we get all the games posts about. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah, Jazz, really rough training, actually. I'm really struggling.
You really struggling?
Yeah, this morning was really hard. I've also got a dog on my face. Half a day training with Jacob and, you know, in need of some Normatec and Alcin face.
Tri-tip. Smoked tri-tip. Clean it up. Oh, I'm stuck.
It's currently quite peaceful, but I think that's all gonna change very quickly.
Drop it and run away.
You'll have to give me your headphones so I can cover my ears
Sorry.
though.
I just put mine in.
Yeah, you have mine. I'll put my hands in. You have to hold the camera though.
I'll just put my fingers in my ears. I'm all
Okay.
good.
Alright, so come here. We'll walk down here and do it.
Just don't want to hurt anybody, including myself. You don't think it's possible for the person holding the gun to be able to accidentally...
Whoa!
Really simple.
Oh my god.
Gas is up!
I think I'll maybe just do one and then I'll just watch.
That's awesome!
Oh my god, that's really scary.
Nice!
Did I hit it?
I don't think so.
Ah! I feel like a countryman. I feel like a man in the country doing countryman stuff.
Alright, Jazz, you're up.
What is going on, team? Craig is back with another commentary over today's video. Now, I'm going to start off this commentary by just saying I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea. Firearms are a very touchy subject, but I can assure you that today we did it in a very safe environment. We did it in Jacob's range, which is within the 10 acres of his land. He gave us a safety demonstration, made sure that we were, you know, on point all of the time. And I don't want this video to be about promoting guns. It was just something for myself and Jazz. We'd both never fired a gun before. And obviously staying with Jacob Heppner, if you know anything about him, he was 7th fittest man in the world in 2016. And one of his kind of like main things, the thing that he likes to do and enjoy, is fitness and firearms. So he'll put a workout with shooting down a range. And if you kind of know anything about CrossFit obviously is very army based. It's around the SAS, Secret Service, training to be a SEAL, you know, Josh Bridges, Rich Froning, Matt Fraser. They all have that kind of like gun country background with fitness, and I'm not trying to promote it. Neither do I say I condone it, but shooting in a safe environment like we were today was just kind of like a lot of fun and a new experience for myself. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Jacob Heppner's training because it kind of shocked me a little bit in a way that he trained 3 times a day. Now, obviously the first session in the morning, as you heard him say, I can kind of understand because it's literally 10 meters from his house, his barn. He goes in there in the morning, does some monostructural cardio, and then does kind of like some priming lifting for the day, depending on what he's doing. He'll then usually chill for a couple of hours before then head into the box, where he'll do his kind of main session for the day that will usually kind of last 2 to 3 hours, and as you saw us do earlier, it's usually a grueling metcon, a lot of accessory work, strength work, and then some lifting, which is his kind of main bulk of the session. And then his third session of the day either is what you're seeing on the screen right now, is kind of like the fitness and firearms stuff, or if you watch the last video where we turned up and arrived at night, it's usually something within his barn. A couple of people come over, he'll do more kind of typical CrossFit, a lot of conditioning, and usually a partner workout. The one thing I did realize was that kind of, yes, he works out 3 times a day, but the first session and the last session, they won't last longer than kind of 45 minutes to an hour. And then kind of the main bulk of the session in the day is a good 2 hours. And in a way, we were kind of talking about it, and it allowed him to get in an insane amount of volume, because obviously, especially if you're aiming for the CrossFit Games and regionals, you need to get that volume in, you need to be used to that volume, but also at a good intensity. If you tried to put it all into one session, you'd end up hitting it all at kind of 50-60% and not really getting enough out of it. So actually speaking to him about his training, it was pretty interesting. So he'll train 3 times a day, 5 days a week. On a Thursday, he'll do kind of just active recovery, light recovery. He'll work, but nothing crazy. Just flush the body out. And then Sunday, he will literally not move. Like, he was like, if I don't have to move on that day, I literally will not move. That's his rest day, which is pretty crazy. But obviously the intensity that he works at, I think you need that. If you don't rest in CrossFit, then, or you don't feel like you need to rest, you're either not working hard enough or you're going to run your body into the ground. So yeah, it was crazy to kind of experience, even just, we were there for 2 or 3 days. His whole diet is coming up tomorrow, which is kind of cool as well. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on now, but such a crazy experience to train alongside him. Honestly, I was speaking to him and being next to him. His hashtag is capacity, and how physically fit that guy is. If he can get his lifting up to where it needs to be, like, he knows it's his weakness, so he's working on it. If he can get it up to where it needs to be, I could easily see him cracking the top 5 next year at the CrossFit Games. I'm going to say that on the vlog now, so then you can all be like, yeah, see, he told us so. Next year. But if you have enjoyed this video, as always, just smash that like button. Again, this was safe shooting in a safe environment in 10 acres of land in a back bit. And it was just kind of a new experience for myself and Jazz, which was pretty fun, that we'd never have got to experience in the UK. So we'll talk to you guys later on in the video.
That was so cool.
Did you feel it in your chest, Jazz? Did you feel it?
Yeah.
That was actually pretty cool. We got 2 more pounds of it for tomorrow.
Craig is loving life in Kansas.
Tune in tomorrow for the next amazing episode of Hanging with the Hepners.